Hi everybody, Tara Green here. Sorry you haven't heard from me lately. I've been sort of keeping it a bit low key here. It's the beginning of the year. It is January the 11th. It is the famous 111. This was the anniversary of the first actual real physical 11/11 celebration, which happened January the 11th, 1992, which I participated in actually. So it was a long time ago. Now, this new moon is at 20 degrees of Capricorn. You can see there's the sun and the moon, 20 degrees and 44 minutes and change, and conjunct to Pluto at 29 degrees and 41 minutes. So Pluto is in Capricorn now for the last time. It will enter Aquarius on January the 20th. And then it's not the final time, it's the second time it's entering Aquarius. It will do so one more time, September the 1st, and then finally enter Aquarius on January the 19th, 2024, for the next 20 years exactly to the day. So this is the last time that Pluto will be connected to a new moon for the next 245 years. So all of you Capricorn placements, relish this, take it in. This is a very heavy Capricorn energy new moon, right? And Capricorn is always about career, about stability, about goals, and new moons are always times for new goal setting, for new intentions, and Capricorn rules long-term goals and patience and persistence because it's ruled by the planet Saturn. Here's Saturn right there at 4 degrees of Pisces, still connected to the Archangel star Gabriel. So the Archangel star Gabriel that blows the trumpet on Judgment Day, we can still call in Gabriel to give us some protection. So you can see right here, Mars exalted in Capricorn. It is out of bounds, actually, so it's a bit of a wild card, connected to the asteroid Psyche right there, which represents the soul. This chart is set for Washington, D.C. The ascendant is also Capricorn. The part of fortune here is 11 degrees of Capricorn. The sun and the moon are at 20, and Pluto's at 29. So really, let's add it up together. That's 1, should we count the asteroid? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 7 quadruple, 7 Capricorn energy here. So very earthy, very grounded. There's Jupiter at 5 degrees of Capricorn right on the bottom of the Washington, D.C. chart here, and trining Mars. So there's a lot of energy going on, a lot of grounding. Uranus is there at 19 degrees of Taurus, also trining the sun and the moon, and widely trining Pluto as well. So this is the time to get very grounded. It is the first new moon of 2024. We're still getting used to saying 2024. So the ruling planet there, Saturn and Pisces. So for all Capricorn placements who've really been through hell and back, literally, since 2008, this is your last home stretch, really. You'll feel a bit of relief when Pluto enters Aquarius again, just a titch, and then Pluto will come slam bang right in from September the 1st to November the 20th, like hell on wheels. So this is the time when you do your last final shadow work. This is when the corporate structures are going to try to have their last ditch control. Look back at what's gone in your life since 2008, and of course Pluto's entry into Capricorn represented the subprime mortgage banking crisis scandal. Okay, now, so Saturn's in the second house in this chart if you have Capricorn rising, and if you use whole house signs, then you'll find all the Capricorn planets in your first house. Okay, so Saturn in Pisces is teaching all Capricorns to let go of the material plane, something they're very fiercely connected to and very responsible for. So, but it is a spiritual initiation, like a spiritual baptism with Saturn in Pisces here for the next 2 years. So Capricorns, you need to learn to let go and find yourself immersed in your own emotions. You remember that Capricorn is the sea goat. So it is deeply emotional. It just doesn't let you see their emotions because they are very intense and they are very connected to the collective unconscious. Now, on this day, January 11th, the big thing in Bitcoin finance world, 11 different big financial institutions have been allowed to trade Bitcoin ETFs. And I have actually put 2 of them in here, the biggest ones, which is Grayscale, which is, I just found the word gray as an asteroid, gray at 25 Sagittarius, and then black for BlackRock is over here at 8 degrees of Cancer, kind of close to the descendant there. So I find it interesting that grayscale is connected to the galactic center there and Mercury. So again, this big cosmic ripple is going out there. Venus is also in Sagittarius along with Mercury, connected to the galactic center. So this is a very high energy new moon to really connect into your higher purpose. Again, I'm very much enamored of the galactic center of the great big black hole there at 2627 Sagittarius there. So again, great time for you to tune in. And anybody who has any planets at that 27th degree conjunct square to it at 27 Pisces, where Neptune is right now. So again, very imaginative, very creative. You get to create your own reality. So, again, with Uranus trining the moon, thinking outside the box. Uranus trining the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon are primary luminaries here. So Uranus, the ruler of Aquarian, new technology. Jupiter is there as well, expanding all that, bringing money into that new digital world, like it or not. So Venus is at the 15th degree of Sagittarius. Planets at the 15th degree of any sign are always the most powerful. It is trining Chiron at 15 degrees of Aries. Chiron's been sitting at 15 Aries for quite a long time, since 2022 actually. And Chiron is conjunct the North Node, which is moving south and will conjunct Chiron exactly, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. That's a very much new beginning and healing in the world when that conjunction happens. You can see all of the planets are really bunched up there over in one hemisphere, okay? Now remember, the midheaven and the ascendant will not be the same in all locations. But this is, again, very grounding energy, a little bit of fire. South Node is in Libra at 20 degrees, also squaring the sun and the moon. So again, if you have any planets around 20 degrees of Aries, Libra, Capricorn, or Cancer, you're going to be feeling that nodal push, especially on this full moon. Now I have my Venus and my Neptune at 20 degrees of Libra, so I'm feeling it, definitely. Let's see what else we got here. So Saturn and Pisces, Neptune and Pisces. Again, no planets in air signs right now until Pluto enters Aquarius. So you might be feeling like you're having trouble breathing, very literally. It's a time of really getting grounded, I would say, getting grounded at the beginning of the year. It's not officially the new year until March 21st when the sun enters Aries, right, at the spring equinox. And again, because Uranus is still retrograde, and when it turns direct, the end of January, then all the planets will be moving direct for quite a long time. So I would just sit tight. I wouldn't feel any pressure to really get a lot done right now. With Saturn and Pisces, I feel like it's really slowing things down. People are really introverted. A lot of people are feeling very tired. So anybody who has planets in early Pisces and Gemini and Virgo and Sagittarius are really feeling Saturn weighing them down. So there's a strong sense of connecting to the collective unconscious, especially with Pluto at 29 Capricorn, where it's very, very powerful. I do believe it's finishing off what it began again in 2008. So if you're feeling this intensity of this time, yeah, I get it. I'm with you, So if you don't have a lot of Earth planets in your chart, this is the time for you to get acquainted with what it feels like to be very grounded, very practical. Capricorn, get the job done, very responsible, super responsible at this time. And Mars trine Jupiter, is good for early Virgos as well if you want to get some long-term tools and resources going or investing. This is a good time for you to do it. But trust your intuition. Okay, Capricorns, you have to learn to trust your intuition like you never have before. So if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at tarottarot.com. I am going to be doing a big workshop on January the 19th, just before Pluto has that big cazimi with the sun on the 20th, just before the sun in Aquarius starts, and also Pluto enters Aquarius for the second time. So wishing you all the best blessings, set new intentions, spend some time. The full moon already happened, 6:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but a new moon. So you get to sit for 3 days in the darkness. So take advantage of that time of retreat. Go to your red tent, go to your yurt, go within. Sending you many blessings.